There. Thank you, everybody. First of all, for dropping all of your questions during my stories, so that because it has really helped me to pick out a topic or do what do you really want to learn and know from me. So this is the one topic that I saw it on a repeatedly that you really wanted to understand is that why do I really keep on repeating the same patterns into my life? Why it is happening that every single day, that no matter what I do, I am at the same level. There's nothing new that is happening into my life. And you might see this pattern into your relationship, into your business, or into your career, that you notice that no matter what you're doing, you're still stuck into your life. And you right now might be doing a lot of affirmation, or maybe you're going through meditation programs, or you are attending so many free programs, or you're again might be doing reading a lot of self-help books. But you know what, it works for a certain amount of time. You see the shift within you for a little bit, that motivation, that surge of motivation stays with you for a couple of days, and afterwards it just vanishes and you go back to the same level that you were in. Now, if you are somebody like that who finds himself or herself into the similar situations, you see that you keep on attracting the similar kind of patterns into your life. You notice that no matter what I'm doing, I keep on attracting the similar kind of people. I keep on attracting the similar kind of job opportunities, or I keep on attracting the similar kind of clients in my business. Then this session is particularly for you, because I'm going to help you dissect it, why it is happening, and what you can really do to come out of it and break through it. So if you're somebody, I see so many people joining in, so thank you so very much for joining in and dropping your questions. So you know what, first of all, I want to tell you that when you're trying so many things, how many of you are maybe doing affirmations, or you are attending programs also, but it is not working out for you? And when you are giving out everything, and when you don't see the results into your life, it's really frustrating. And I can tell it from my experience that when I started my journey, and I was really stuck at one level in my career, and I found that no matter what I did, I wasn't growing because I was stuck, and I had no idea what is really holding me back. So before I tell you anything like how to break it, how to really come out of it, firstly I need to give you an understanding that why it is really happening, like why you are actually stuck into that pattern, why you keep on attracting the similar kind of relationships into your life, or why do you keep on attracting that kind of jobs where you are unappreciated, where you don't get the opportunities to grow into your life. So this I'm going to break it down to you in a couple of minutes. So first of all, we need to understand is that there are two parts into your brain. Number one is your conscious mind, and the second part of your brain is called the subconscious mind. Now, some of you might be aware about it, what its functions and how it works, and some of you might not be much so. So let me just give you a little bit of understanding, not on a great detail, but something so that you will have a absolute clarity onto what I'm really talking about and how it is related to you, what it has to do with you, and how it is going to really help you. So number one thing is I talked about this conscious mind. So your conscious mind is nothing but your analytical brain. It is nothing but your decision making, your analytical brain. So right now, whatever I'm talking to you, you're listening to it, correct? You're watching it, you're listening it, and you are actually taking it all inside of your brain, and you're trying to make a judgment around it. Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it true? It is false? This job of this part is this is the job of your conscious mind. Now, next part is your subconscious mind. Now, here's the interesting part about your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind's job is to keep you safe. That's his job, to keep you safe. So right now you might be having a lot of desire, a lot of dreams. You might want to reach to that certain income level, or you want to attract that beautiful relationship into your life, or you want to switch careers, you want to attract that kind of dream job into your life. But you know what, it has nothing to do, your brain, your subconscious mind doesn't understand that you want that, you desire that. Correct? Because its job is to keep you safe and protected. And now here's the interesting part with that. So right now, as I told you, that your subconscious mind's job is to keep you protected and safe. Now if you have a limiting beliefs, and one more thing that I want to really share quickly before I explain the next part is that your subconscious mind loves repetition. Your subconscious mind really loves repetition. That means whenever it sees anything, maybe what are the things that you're saying, or the experiences that you're having, or the life situations that you're facing, if it sees more than thrice, it takes it in, because it is like an optimization machine. Your brain is nothing but the best optimization machine into this whole universe. So what it does is, whenever it sees that new pattern and you are repeating the same thing over and over again, it will take it in and it will see that, okay, I want to take it in and I want to optimize it, and the next time the similar situation happens, I want to apply it. So let me just give you an example of this. So if you have heard something which has made you feel that I don't deserve love, so that is something you have experienced it, that I don't deserve love. Now it may come from your childhood, it may come from the love that you have experienced into your when you were a teenager or something, a breakup that happened, and you feel that, okay, I don't deserve love. Now what is the belief that you're having? I don't deserve love. Now into your adult life, when you go into a relationship, now understand here, your limiting belief is that I don't deserve love. Now here what you will find is that since I don't deserve love, what will happen? You will find that you will attract the people who are not going to give you value. You are going to attract job opportunities where you will feel unappreciated, because whatever your subconscious mind believes into, it creates that reality. Think of your subconscious mind as a genie, literal genie. So when I say genie, whatever your subconscious mind will believe into, it will create a reality of that. Now since I saw that that when you are saying that I don't deserve love, you're attracting the relationship which are really which you are never going to feel love, or the kind of love that you desire. No, you are never going to receive it from that particular person, because that is your subconscious belief. How many of you, if you're getting this, just drop in yes, I can relate with this. It may be in your relationship, or it may be into your business or career or whatever. I'm doing this Instagram live for a very first time, so I'm finding it a little bit tricky. I can't see myself. Okay, so I hope if you're there, just that video went off and I had no clue how to turn it on. So sorry guys for that. I was telling you that whatever your subconscious mind believes into, it is going to create a reality no matter what. Now here's the interesting part. So right now you may be going through some kind of coaching, or if you're not going through, or maybe you're trying to figure it all by yourself. So now yes, Karun, relatable. So what happens is, when you are saying that I keep on seeing the similar kind of patterns, because there are subconscious beliefs which are running the show. Now if you are consciously trying to identify it, it will be very difficult, It's literally a very difficult part to understand because everything is onto a very subconscious level. But at the starter, here's something what you can do to really identify. So take a one area of your life. So maybe it's your career, maybe it's your money, because lot many people I see that they're struggling with a one particular income. They're stuck at a one particular income level, correct? They want to move to into the next level of the income, but they're stuck somewhere. Or maybe you're wanting to shift a job, or maybe you want to attract that perfect relationship, and you're stuck somewhere because of your, obviously, because of your childhood programming. So here's what I want you to do. Firstly, sit down, and this is the one thing that I actually did as a starter kit. You can do this, that ask yourself, what do I really think in this area of my life? So if it is about relationship, what do I really believe into? If it is about money, what do I really believe into? So firstly, I want you to write down whatever comes up. Just force yourself to writing down at least 50 things that can come onto the surface, which are coming onto the surface level. That okay, I think that money is what, I fail relationship is what. So try to like use it as a fill in the blanks, and force yourself to do it at least 50 sentences such 50 sentences or so. And another thing that you can do is you can also go to your parents. You can also, if your grandparents are alive, go to them, or maybe aunt or something. You call them and just ask them like, Mom, what do you think about money? Mom, what do you think about relationship? And then from there you will get some insights that okay, my mom says that money doesn't grow on trees. Do I also now introspect and ask yourself, do I also really believe into that? And that will give you some kind of perspective. And of course, also there is always a better way of doing this rather than doing this, because this is going to take a lot of manual work. Because here's how it happens, that right now it is like you don't know what is really your subconscious belief, because it is on your beliefs are on to a subconscious level, and right now you're trying to do everything consciously. So obviously it is going to take a little bit of a longer time, and probably you may end up finding the solution, or it may work or it may not work. It is like you're trying to heal yourself, but you exactly don't know what is the solution for it, like what is really happening. But there are obviously the best ways of it. So actually when I do one-to-one coaching, here's something I like to do, is that in a first discovery session I take my clients into a process wherein we deep dive. I help them to connect with their subconscious mind, and I ask them while they're in a deep trance, I ask them questions about their limiting beliefs and what is really stopping them. Because your subconscious mind has a knowledge about everything. Your subconscious mind has the memory of every single thing from your childhood till now. So when we go through the processes, and when you really into deep trance, when your conscious mind is shut down and your subconscious mind is active, at that point of time you can actually uncover, you can really uncover your deep rooted subconscious. It can be beliefs, it can be some ideologies, it can be any kind of patterns, and then it becomes that is actually the best way. I would recommend that anybody who is interested in like identifying it and having like, it is like it's like having an aeroplane. It's like taking a flight versus traveling by a bus. So if you are like doing all the conscious level work on a conscious level, it is like you are taking a bus and you are also not sure whether you will reach your destination. But when you go through like a coaching wherein you're directly getting into processes, maybe it's NLP or it's hypnosis processes, wherein you're deeply getting connected onto a subconscious level. And when you discover the patterns from there, you will notice that okay, I now realize that okay, what was the issue, and what was the one thing, what was the one incident that happened in my childhood, or maybe while I was growing up, and because of this belief I'm actually sabotaging my success, or I'm attracting this kind of relationship. You will be able to really relate with that. So anybody who is interested actually can drop in a breakthrough message, drop in a message or a comment, a breakthrough, and I will tell you how we can move forward with that. But here's something you can alternatively do, that if you don't want to go through that process, you can also sit by yourself and try to identify what do I really believe around it, and question it. Where did this belief came from? And now ask yourself, is this belief really true? You can also do that. And now whatever, now obviously that belief, whatever you're believing into, it's a BS, it's an absolute bullshit. So what you can do is, you can rewire, you can absolutely flip that belief, and you can start, you can create affirmation around it, and you can keep on repeating it on a daily level, and until it really replaces it. And now this new belief that you're believing into, you will feel a different energy into your body when you will start, whenever you see something with a lot of certainty, your body feels very different, correct? When you feel certain about something, so right now if I say that, okay, my name is Rupali, I feel really certain about it, so my body reacts in a different way. Now call yourself that, okay, if I'll say that, okay, my name is Vimika, now if I feel, my body will not accept it, my brain will say, okay, no, you are not Vimika. So now this is what happens. So what you do is, see inside of your body, use that intuition of your body and see how does this belief, so when I say I'm poor versus when I say I'm rich, how does it really feel into my body? If you are really certain that, okay, you are really rich, you will feel it into your body, you will feel certainty. If you believe is that you are poor, your body will feel certain about that you're poor. So this is a baseline that you can start with, identifying, acknowledging what are your beliefs, and see how your body reacts to it. And anybody who is wanting to skyrocket their results and really want to uncover what is stopping them from reaching to that next level, you can drop in the comment breakthrough, or you can DM me, and I will help you with the next steps, how you can really connect and identify and obviously rewire your patterns which are really not serving you. Okay, so now here's anything, if you're having any particular questions around it, you can drop in into a comment section and I will try to answer it. I wanted to keep it real short, so yes. So anybody who is wanting to have request to be in the video, really not familiar with this Instagram live, absolutely doing it for the very first time. Yes. How can I find my passion? There's a process for it. I can't, obviously it takes like 1.5 hours of a session to identify really what you're really passion and what you're really what is your purpose about. But obviously I can't give you an answer for that, but maybe I can create a short video about it in the upcoming session or so. Okay, so thank you for your question. Okay, so I think I'm going to say bye to all of you. Thank you everybody for joining in, and I hope that I have added some value into your life and gave you a different perspective about how your mind is working. And ma'am, I'm hesitating to speak to anybody. Yes, Ravi, now since you're saying that you're very hesitant towards speak to anybody, now here's the one thing I want you to identify, what was the first memory of you? Where do you feel that where did this hesitation really came from? Where did this really fear came from? Who were the people involved into that environment, or what is the situation that was in, and what you really started to believe into? So I think that will really give you that will be, I think will be your starting point, that why do I really hesitate, what is really happening subconsciously in my brain. And if you're really wanting to like skyrocket it, and if you're really wanting to speak to anybody, I would highly recommend that if that fear is too much, if you feel anxious to talk to anybody, I would say that take help from somebody. I'm not saying that take it only from me, but if you want, you can reach out to anybody else who might be able to help you, or connect with, and take a help from people if that is a deep fear or the anxiety if you're experiencing. How to overcome OCD and the mental barriers. Okay, to be honest, I don't deal with anymore with the mental health issues. OCD is something you need you need a proper treatment. So I think I don't want to comment on to it, how to really overcome out of OCD or the mental barriers. If you're talking about mental barriers, I can help you with that, but OCD is something not my expertise, so I'm not going to comment on that. Yes, so anybody else is having any kind of questions so far? And you know what, if you're struggling with OCD or any kind of if it is going on for a very long time, maybe you're not able to speak, you're hesitant to speak, and you're not really growing into your life, and that you're stuck into that place, and that you need help. So I would highly I'm not even going to say that recommend, I'm going to I'm just going to tell you that go ahead and seek help from people, because right now most of the people are so hesitant onto investing onto themselves, thinking that okay, I'll figure it by myself. I just want to attend free classes, and I just by attending that, I'm going to shift my life around. And I'll be very honest with you, because I had been that person for some time, and I felt that that is absolutely waste of your time, because the moment you take help from somebody, the person can who is an expert into that thing, he would be able to like help you a lot better, and you will get you will be able to get absolute great results. And obviously it is going to save a lot of time and a lot of money for you. And because our life is very, very short. When you look at your life is really short. So if you're thinking that I want to save up money and I don't want to invest into myself, that's a absolute I would say that I would say absolute wrong way of thinking. Open up yourself and go and take that bet onto yourself, because money is something you will be able to earn, but the time that you're losing and the opportunities that you're losing because you're not able to speak to anybody, or you're not able to let's suppose you're stuck into this toxic relationship and you're not able to come out of it, how much time you're losing, and the mental health you're it's getting affected. That's an absolute, like, you should think of in that direction, that I want to get help and I want to get help faster. How many languages do I speak? I speak 3 languages. So Marathi, that is my mother tongue. I speak Hindi and I speak English. Then repeated patterns, yes Shipra, if you are stuck into the repeated patterns, it is absolutely because of your subconscious pattern which are running the show, and so currently if you're stuck over there, you see that repeated patterns into maybe a relationship, business or career, go for a session, attend some take some coaching, wherein the coach will help you to identify your subconscious pattern, like why you are really stuck, why you keep on repeating the similar patterns. Because your brain, as I told you, that it is a optimization machine, and it has a one job only, is to keep you alive, is to survive. And if any pattern, and it doesn't really understand positive or negative, it only understands a pattern, anything that you are repeating it will perform it the next time the similar thing that happens. So do that. If you're seeing the repeated patterns, go for a coaching, and that will, I think, definitely will help you. And obviously if you want from me, you can drop in a comment, or you can obviously DM me. How to overcome inconsistency into my life. Again, see, inconsistency means what your brain, whatever you're doing, basically your brain thinks of it as a pain. So there is somewhere, whatever the work. See, right now, if I'll ask you inconsistency in something that you're doing correctly. So right now, if I'll ask you, do you bath daily? You will say, yes, I do. If I'll ask you that, do you eat daily? You will say, yes. So you are very consistent. You are very consistent with all other things, but there is an inconsistency with one particular thing that you're doing. Now, if you really want to become that consistent, you have to rewire the pattern that whatever the work that you're doing, you have to associate it with that. I love this. I love doing this. Right now, your brain is thinking that whatever the task that you're doing, it's a painful. And whatever is painful for your brain, it wants to avoid at any cost. Whatever your brain will find painful, it wants to move away from it. It doesn't want to get involved into anything which is painful. So inconsistency mainly happens because your brain looks at it as a pain. That is why. Yes, anybody else? So thank you, Chakdev, for joining again. Anybody else has any questions, or should we wind up? How can I, 21 classes over, then how can I get back to you? You can reach out to me and I'll help you. Okay, just DM me what is your particular question and what do you really need help with. Then I will be able to help you on better level. Okay. Yeah, it went really well, better than I expected. Yes. Can subconscious mind programming can help you? Yes, Rob, your subconscious mind programming that's the only thing that will help you. And obviously you need an accountability, and you need a person who can support you on a day-to-day basis if you're going through really troublesome, if you're really going through a really difficult phase of your life. You need somebody who first of all believes in you, who can act as accountability, and who has the expertise in whatever they are doing, because there are so many coaches who don't have really expertise into what they are doing, and they might be good at teaching this stuff. They might be yes, ma'am, how to motivate on oneself. So Vimika, again, this one interesting topic that I talked about, that motivation. So I want to ask you, do you require motivation to eat food? You do it very automatically, correct? You do it very automatically because your brain understands this is important for me. Your brain understands, and also it finds pleasure in eating. That is why you keep on eating. It doesn't require motivation. And now again, whatever you are, when young people or maybe any kind of people, so many of my clients, when they ask me that I want motivation, and my answer to them is that it is not about motivation. You're not actually lacking in motivation. That you are, whatever the thing that you want to really do, it is not, you are not doing it not because you don't have motivation to do it. Because see, you really have the motivation to do it, because that is why you're feeling guilty when you don't do that, correct? When you don't do certain things, you feel actually guilty about it. So that means your mind is actually motivated to do something, but it is not taking action because it looks at the task and it associates with pain. When it's associating whatever you're doing with a pain, how it will do it? Because as I told you, your mind works on to two principles, pain and pleasure principles. So if it sees whatever the task that you're doing is equal to pain, it will stop you from taking action. It will stop you from taking action. And there is only one way of doing it, is that you identify your subconscious pattern, why you are really stuck, what is really holding you back. The moment you get to the root cause of it, the moment you understand that, okay, this is one thing that is stopping me, this is the thing, this is the belief, this is the pattern that has happened into my past, because of that I'm feeling this, you will be able to take action effortlessly. When I say effortlessly, I mean it like effortlessly. You are never going to question it that, okay, I want to be motivated. your brain will automatically do it, because now it is going to rewire it. That rewiring will happen when you will look at that one particular task. Let's suppose you want to apply to that one job, or maybe you want to take that course, or maybe you want to go on a date with someone, you want to meet other people. The moment that task becomes pleasure into your brain, or it sees that there is not lot of pain into doing this, you will automatically take an effortless actions. So that is something I want you to do, that go and find out, discover your deep down deep rooted your subconscious pattern. The moment you will identify that, and the moment you shift that, it's a piece of cake for you to transform your life. It's a matter of time that you will be able to, within just 21 days. The people who have worked with me, I've seen their life changing just within 21 days of taking that 1 or 2 sessions with me. Okay, so I hope that I have answered all of your questions, and now what I will do is I'm going to end this, and I don't know whether it will be available onto Instagram or not, or it's going to end. I'm really not sure. I just before I started the session, I just googled onto Instagram how to really do this Instagram live, so that I could do this. But yeah, thank you everybody who all joined in. This was my first ever Instagram session, so thank you everybody for joining in, and lots of love and blessings. Let's do this activity which I do with all my community members. You take your hands like this. Take your hands like this. I hope you're doing this at your home, and I want to say, keep it bring it closer to your mouth, and I want you to look at your eyes and say, I love you. Say this, do this every day, and I'll say bye to you. Lots of love and blessings your way. Please take care. And if there is any way which I can help you and support you, please drop in into a DM. If you want to take my services, if you need help into your subconscious mind programming, and if you're really serious about it. I don't want anybody who is like just interested into their transformation, but I want some people who are really highly committed and they're really wanting to reach to that next level. If you are like that, please DM me, and I will do everything in my capacity to help you and support you. Okay, yes, thank you Chakdev, thank you Vimika, thank you Saurav, for everybody who has joined in this session and gave in your real good energy. Thank you so very much, and I'll say bye to you. Blessings. Please take care.